Hello and welcome to Accent Tag. I'm your host David in Arc, and basically I am going to take a bunch of words and answer some questions based on, I guess, my accent or the way I say things. Now, what's interesting is I actually grew up in and around Pittsburgh, and I've lived all over the United States, and now I live in the South. So the way I say things and my answer to the questions, I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see kind of what happens. I do want to give a shout out to Thomas, who is also known as the weirdest guy you have ever met. That's his Steam channel name currently, weirdest guy you have ever met. Just throwing that out there. So Thomas, thank you very much for showing me the original video with this going on. And so I thought I'd give it a shot and see what happens. So here we go. And I will overlay the words or try to overlay the words. I don't know. We'll see how all that goes. Anyhow, we have, I'll put the words and the questions in my description though, for sure. All right. So we have garage, herb, schedule, figure, jaguar, lieutenant, water, advertisement, vase, route. Although sometimes I say route. Depends on what I'm doing. Ballet, tomato, leisure, address, 8, buoy, aluminum, ant, wash, oil, theater, iron, salmon, caramel, fire, shore, data, ruin, crayon, toilet, New Orleans, pecan, both, again, probably, spitting image, baba haba, Alabama, lawyer, coupon, or coupon, I can say either way, mayonnaise, syrup, pajamas, and cot. So there we go. All right. So let's see. Let's answer some questions. What's it called when you throw paper on a house? I'm assuming they mean toilet paper. So that's like when you TP a house. I don't know. That's what we call it. I don't know. Now, having said that, we used to do something else when I was a kid. There was a farmer who had a field behind us, and he grew feed corn, which is the real hard corn. And we would go and we would steal the corn and pick off all the kernels and put them in bags. And then we would run around and we would take handfuls of the corn and throw it at people's houses. No, it was not smart. We were kids. We were stupid. But anyway, that's what we did. And we called it tic-tacking, because I think we called it tic-tacking because the little bits of corn were kind of like throwing Tic Tacs, you know, the mints. I don't know. I don't know why it was called tic-tacking. That's what we did. Anyway, what do you call a bug that when you touch it, it curls into a ball? We always called them potato bugs. I think I've heard some people call them pill bugs. Anyway, we always called them potato bugs. What is the bubbly carbonated drink called? Now, I think when I was growing up, we called it pop. Now I call it a Coke. I don't care what it is. I could want root beer and I'm going to call it Coke. I could want a Sprite and I would call it a Coke and then say, I mean Sprite, because everything to me down here is Coke. What do you call gym shoes? Tennis shoes, sneakers. I kind of use those in interchangeable, you know, like, okay, so there you go. What do you say to address a group of people? Now, when I was growing up in and around Pittsburgh, they have a word that is very specific to that area, and it's yins, Y-I-N-Z, yins. What are yins doing, huh? Forget about it. Hey, I see yins over there, tic-tac in the house. I'll beat you. Oh, sorry. We heard that a lot. Anyhow, but where I am now, the plural of, you know, people, a group of people is y'all. Hey, how y'all doing? Or just you, how you doing? How you doing? No. Anyway, so that's a group of people. What do you call a kind of spider that has an oval-shaped body and extremely long legs? Daddy long legs. There's probably some other word for it, but I'm pretty sure we always just called it a daddy long legs. That's funny. The more I think about that, I think we did have an actual different word for it. Anyway, I'm going to go with daddy long legs. Call it good. Why not? What do you call your grandparents? When I was growing up, we called our grandparents by the title Grandma and the last name. So Grandma Henderson or Grandpa Henderson. And then the same on my mom's side of the family, except my mom's dad we called Pap Pap. I don't know where that came from or why, but he was my Pap Pap. So there you go. Or just Pap for short as time went on. What do you call the wheeled contraption in which you carry groceries in at the supermarket? So that's get a buggy, or get a cart. Either way, I'm good either way. It's either a cart or a buggy. So there you go. What do you call it when the rain falls while the sun is shining? Rain? What is that? Is that something other people call it? What? I've never heard of such a thing. What? I don't know. It's raining when... Now, I will say down here, the expression is that if it rains when the sun shines, it means it will rain at the same time the next day. Now, it may not be sun shining the next day when it rains, but it means that it'll rain the next day. I don't know if it's true or not. I never really thought to put that to the test. But anyhow, down here anyway, that's one of the things they say. All right. And finally, what is the thing that you use to change the TV channel with? And we call it the remote. Is there another word for the remote? I guess you could say remote control, but I don't know. It's the remote. I don't know. Anyway, I'll put the list of words and the questions in the description. I don't know. This was interesting to get a feel for that. For some reason, I think I did one of these before because some of those words seem very familiar. So anyway, that was Accent Tag. Hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to leave any questions, problems, suggestions, horror stories, feedback down in the comment section below. And thank you guys so much for watching again. Thank you so much to Thomas, aka weirdest guy you have ever met on Steam. Feel free to check him out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.